right, it is a Wednesday night. You know what that means? Bob is running a hell of a late. We had a bit of a technical issue here in the studios, but we are live now. It looks like the cars are in the pits on the grid. Let's get down there and have a bit of a look. There we go. Apologies, we're at Bristol. We've misqualified, we've mispracticed, but we've got here just in time for the cars to roll out one to green on that front row. It is going to be the 32 of Rick Shotgun Kelly, Barney Sigmund. Let's get that camera a bit better there. No, they're no good either. All right, let's find that one. There we go. So, yeah, Rick Shotgun Kelly. I am so sorry, guys. Barney Sigmund, Christopher Sandridge, and Chris Johnson on that second row. Third row is going to be Andrew Forrester and Jim Tasman Wardlow. Then we've got Scott Whiteman and Chad Biesinger, Craig Hawkins, Wayne Bridges. 10 cars. We've got 80 laps of Bristol coming up. I've been here all week with the Nascar trucks. Love Bristol. Probably one of the rare short tracks I actually enjoy racing. So hopefully we get some good action here. All right, let's just get that stupid logo off the screen. I rushed into my live so fast I hadn't clicked through everything. All right, I'm going to try and get my breakfast out as well. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, let's get over to the multi-stream chat so I can actually see what's going on in our world. Bobbeth TV Live, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You do have your choice of social media platforms. Pace car has left the track. We're going to get this one underway. Oh, that's quite loud. Where's my remote? There it is. Cars, 80 laps. I reckon we're going to see some green flag fuel stops here tonight because, yeah, not a lot of option for cautions. Jump around the track a little bit, see who is where. That is the 1-1-2 of Chris Johnson. Sorry, he is behind Christopher Sandridge, up in front of Andrew Forrester. Black Moser 1-1-2 there. The Jim, the Tasman Wardlow back there a little bit. We saw the Tasmaniac on his car. All right, we are still running here. 9 of 80 in the bag. The 32, the 37, the 22. That is 1, 2, and 3. Rick Shotgun Kelly, Barney Sigmund, and Christopher Standridge. Just like Jim Tasman Wardlow had to go into the pits. As you can see, they are still tightly packed up the front. Tim trying to fall down. Oh, a little bit of contact between Jim and Chris there. 48 and the 22. Doesn't look like there's been any damage. Jim going back into the pits. Maybe Bristol, not the track for him. Jim, not Tim. I keep saying Jim. Yeah, it looks like Jim Tasman Wardlow a couple of laps in the pits, so I feel like he has elected to watch it from there. That's the 32 of Rick Shotgun Kelly. He has been leading this race since the start. It's a bit of a tricky track, Bristol. You can run it quite low and fast. You can run it quite high and fast, but on either one of them, the moment that tire starts to wear, if you go up too high and it'll just pull you up into the wall, or if you come down too low, you can just watch that right rear come out from behind you. Caution has come out. Can't quite see on the track map what might have caused it. Don't see anyone that's really shot down the leaderboard too far. Wait and see who goes into the pits. All right, see the 21 has gone into the pits, as has the 19. Scott Whiteman and Craig Hawkins. Let's go back on those. We'll see if we can maybe go back a lap and see if we can see what happened. Mr. 19 up ahead of the 21. Can't quite see him because of the leaderboard, but he should come into view soon. Let's speed this up a little bit. I'm not sure what brought that caution out, but it was not the 19 or the 21. It looks like we'll get to the gridding up portion of the pace laps very soon. There's the 32 Chaos Motorsports, Rick Shotgun Kelly. Go back through the field. There's the 30 section. Let's try and get a little bit closer, Bob. Let's get a little bit. There we go. That's the 37. That is a Barney Sigmund with the Toby Keith Memorial car behind him. 22 of Christopher Standridge with the beautiful Mud Mule TV logo all over that race car. Then we've got the 112 of Chris Johnson. He's in the black Moser Racing Cup car. Then we've got in fifth place Andrew Forrester. Big Tuba Theatre 8 car. Behind them, the 23 of Chad Biesinger and another friend, family of Mud Mule TV. We salute you, Chad. There's the 92 of Wayne Bridges. He's also got our logo on him. Love you. And then the 48 of Jim the Tasman Wardley. Doesn't have my logo on there, but love him as well because I too am a Tasman. I'm from Tasmania, so I love the paint, Jim. 21 of Scott Whiteman back there behind him, and then the 19 of Craig Hawkins in the Mobile 1 Cup car. All right, looks like we are back into racing, so we need to get up to the leader as they hit that start-finish line and fire. We are racing. Beautiful view here today at Bristol. Shotgun Kelly off to another great start there. We're on lap 25 of 80, coming up almost just past the quarter mark, almost to the halfway mark as well. This race really just cruising along. I must say, my cameras really love Chris Johnson. Got it set to automatic at the moment, just to jump where the action is. And it feels like highlighting Chris Johnson is where the action is. So let's watch that play out. See the drone camera having trouble keeping up with the race cars. It's just going to nick across the pit lane, catch back up and watch them come into 1 and 2. Down that backstretch we go. Very unique camera angle, that one. Oh, missed the like earlier. Thank you, Mr. Bo Caro. Caro Designs out there on Facebook. Appreciate you, brother. Up the front, it is still Rick, Shotgun Kelly, and Barney Sigmund. Chris Sandridge is leading this second pack, which is 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Jim the Tasman Wardlow back there behind that pack as well. Starting to see a few team ups happening. Chad Beasing and Chris Standridge, 22 and the 23. Just driving past our camera below us there, the orange and white car, black and pink car. Looks like they are racing a bit of a draft line together. $35 of 80 in the books. Just gonna go check out this battle between Kelly and Sigmund. Rick Shotgun Kelly, Barney Sigmund. Want to wish a bunch of other guys luck. I know that the Schumatzers aren't here tonight. Not sure if it's all completely with the upgrades and stuff with iRacing, but I know that a few of the updates and whatnot have caused a few issues throughout the scene. And I know that a few of our guys are affected, so we hope you get that all sorted, get back out in onto the tracks in the coming weeks. Not sure about drop weeks and things like that, but yeah, certainly missed having a lot of you on my screen. Alright, looks like Rick Shotgun Kelly firmly in control of my hiccups, apparently, of this race. Barney Sigmund right there behind him. Oh, I've been talking away and my mic's on mute. Joys of a boom mic. I need some sort of on-screen visual thing that sort of says red or green for me so I know when I'm live. But that top three has changed. The 32 Shotgun Kelly, he's still a race leader. But if we get to a slightly wider angle, we will see the orange 23. Chad Beesing has moved himself up into second place. Barney Sigmund currently in third. Craig Hawkins fourth. Andrew Forrester in fifth. And then we've got Wayne Bridges, Scott Wyman, Chris Johnson, Christopher Standridge, Jim Tasman Wardlow in the pits still. Still to come. Let's see if we can sort of get a look around the track a little bit. This appears to be where all the exciting action is, though. Oh, no, there we go. We're back a little bit. Riding along with the, that is the 32, Rick Shotgun Kelly. Actually, no, that's the 8, sorry, of Andrew Forrester. I can't read or count. Alright, 26 laps to go. That is my coffee done. Those of you just tuning in wondering what this actually is, this is the Senior Circuit NASCAR Cup Series. We're at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is the Senior Circuit NASCAR Cup competition on a Wednesday night. There we are, running along with Wayne Bridges racing the 92. A beautiful Mud Mule TV logo on there. We do a lot of work with Wayne and the boys. Wayne, of course, a part of Knucklehead's iRacing League's admin team. John Bennett, Josh Roberts. Wayne Bridges is part of the Wayne's World Big Block Modified Tour and the Run Watcher Brunk Series Monday nights on Mud Mule TV. Going to jump back up to the lead with 21 to go. I can see on the track map there, Chad Beesing are quite closely behind the 32 of Rick Kelly. So we're going to stick up here and see if he gets past him. Still 9 cars in this race. Looks like 6 of those on the lead lap. That's Rick Shotgun Kelly in first, second Chad Beesinger, Craig Hawkins in third, fourth Scott Whiteman, Barney Sigmund in fifth, sixth Wayne Bridges, seventh Andrew Forrester. Then we've got Chris Johnson a lap down, Chris Standridge 2 laps down, and Jim the Tasman Wardlow in the pits, officially 24 laps down. With 18 to go, we are coming up on some lap traffic. I do see the 8 car just in the start finish line as the lead pack coming out of 3 and 4 there. Oh, Derek Houston, thanks for the likes. None of my alerts seem to be working at the moment. Well, they're not very loud. But I appreciate you. All right, looks like Chad falling off the pack just a little bit there. See what else is going on with 15 more to go. Shotgun Kelly, Chad Beesinger, thank you. And I believe that is the 8 of Andrew Forrester back there. He's actually in 6th spot, but he's up back. He's racing along up behind Chad Beesinger. We just see him come onto the screens there. Alright, lap 70 is upon us. Just 11 more laps in this race to go. The 48 and the 37. Barney Sigmund, Jim Tasman Wardlow currently in the pits. Looks like Barney Sigmund unfortunately has packed her onto the truck. He was asked, will you get back out in 10 laps or will you prefer to have a beer? I think he chose the beer option. Looks like Jim Tasman Wardlow on his way back out of the pits there. Barney Sigmund looks like he's retired, so just the 9 cars still running. Alright, just 7 more to go. Alright, there's the 21. That is Scott Whiteman. There's Andrew Forrester. We've got the 1-1-2 of Chris Johnston and Christopher Sanders just at the bottom of our screens there. Now the top. 5 to go. Chad Beesinger, Jim the Tasman Wardlow. Ready to go. We're going to jump up and see if we can get a bit of view of Rick Shotgun Kelly's run home. This man has led from go to woe. Only time a car has passed him is that moment right there. Lap traffic, Jim Tasman Wardlow getting past Rick Shotgun Kelly. Officially the only car to have actually passed Rick Shotgun Kelly on the screens here tonight. That's a mammoth effort. Still got a few more laps to do before it actually counts as a pass. But look at the white flag lap. Wave that flag, Barney. That is Barney the flag waver, not Barney Sigmund, the race car driver from the Virginias. As we come out of 4 for the last time down the Bristol Motor Speedway straightaway. Rick Shotgun Kelly is going to win another race. Chad Beesinger second. Craig Hawkins finishing in 3rd. Scott Whiteman 4th. Wayne Bridges 5th. Andrew Forrester 6th. 7th. Christopher Standridge. Chris Johnson 8th. Barney Sigmund 9th. And 10th is Jim Tasman Wardlow. Alright, we're going to jump over to the Disky Chords. Have a bit of a chat. Alright, why is Discord not working properly? All right, there we go. That's got that sorted, and we should be able to now jump into senior circuit, Bob. Oh no, I can't drag anyone.
Running you
That's what I figured you
down.
did. Yeah,
Hey
because you
guys.
you caught right up to us,
Hey,
and then I saw it you backing off there, and I'm like, oh crap, he used up his stuff.
yeah,
Good
Now,
job though.
you too.
and unfortunately, can't wasn't letting me drag you guys down to the different race chats, so I thought I would just jump in here and say
Oh,
hello.
okay.
So apologies for jumping in mid conversation, but as you can see there, audience, 1 and 2 just sort of going over the race together. Great race. Look, we'll start off with yourself, Chad. You started back there in eighth, sort of rear of field. I know a lot of the guys still having a few issues with the updates to the actual system that we use to iRace with. So not a lot of the guys able to make it to the race tonight, but. Bristol, is that a track that once you sort of get the car going, you're much better at? It's sort of slow to start, quick to get going, sort of thing, or what was what was Bristol like for you tonight?
Oh, I always loved Bristol. But just like a lot of the races, it's been being good at conserving tires. I, I felt, I mean, the track was pretty easy to get a hold of. It wasn't too loose or anything to me. Um, no, it was a good race. I expected another caution though at some point.
Yeah, just that one caution. Now I couldn't actually see. I saw that the 91, sorry, the 19 and the 21 had gone into the pits, Craig Hawkins and Scott Whiteman, after the caution was called. But I scoured and I couldn't see what caused that actual caution. Do you know what it was that brought that one out?
I don't know who it was. There was a couple cars in front of me that just got together on the backstretch.
Yep.
I don't even know that iRacing counted them as the caution because it put them both back in front of me. It was kind of weird.
It was sort of yeah, it there wasn't a lot of clues there. Normally I could see someone drop down the relative, or obviously going into pits for repairs, things like that, but not that apparent here tonight. Now yeah, Bristol, probably one of the very few short tracks that, can we call it a short track? I mean, it's not a big track, but it's not really a short track. But it is one of the few that I will race on. I've been racing here all week with the trucks, and I do like it
Yeah.
as well. I think it's a good track. Now I don't know about with the Cup cars. Obviously, I've only been racing the trucks this week, but I know there's a few different lines for entry and exit in the turns, depending on how you want to handle your tire wear. I find that it doesn't matter if I run the low line, let off, and put the foot on halfway through, or whether I run the high line and try and keep the speed up. I seem to have the same tire wear regardless. What's a good tire saving technique here at Bristol,
Oh,
or
I
is
don't.
there
I
one?
feel like I feel. Yeah, I know. I feel like as far as lines, the high line seems a little better, but I find myself kind of turning down on exit.
Mm,
But I think just not overdriving it into the turn is a big thing.
definitely. I find that, um, especially if you're a low line driver, once that front right starts to wear, if you do overdrive it a little bit, coming in low, it does have that. Tendency for the back end to slide out on you. I know that if you get down to the apron or a little bit too low, that it's going to do that anyway. But I noticed for myself that yeah, it's once that front right starts to go, there's just no grab for the back to sort of hold on to, and it can be a bit tricky. And I know with my experience with Cup cars, they generally have a worse tire wear sort of process than the trucks. So I imagine that would have been quite the concern throughout the race.
Yeah, and later when I was getting closer to Rick, I tried driving it in deeper a few times, ended up locking up the right front, and then it was just I couldn't. It was just plowing after that.
Yeah.
But I pushed a little too hard trying to catch back up to the front too, and Rick did an awesome job of saving, and I had nothing for him at the end.
Yeah, he was quite dominant out there tonight. We'll get to him soon. Won't give him too much of your time, but no, obviously a very hard opponent to try and race out there on the track. You had very similar lap times. I think you were slightly quicker with the quickest lap, and he was slightly quicker with the quickest last lap. But it certainly was the battle. I thought for a long time there it was just going to be Rick and Barney. Not sure what happened to Barney, but we do wish him the best of luck as well. I know he sort of finished a few laps down after it was all said and done, but he was sort of that main 1-2 competitor until you sort of came onto that scene. Now, next week, if we look at the schedule, where are we? Here we are. It is.
Charlotte.
It's the. Oh, holy crap! We're here. Oh my God, we're at the end of the season. I didn't even realize we
Yeah,
were that
yeah.
close. It's been such a blast broadcasting the senior circuit races. I didn't even realize that was our second last one. I would have hyped it more. Off to Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte next. I quite like Charlotte. I'm more of a dirt track at Charlotte fan, but any racetrack in Charlotte, with the exception of, say, the Legends Oval, I think is a fine racing surface. I always miss to look at those when I'm like, oh, Charlotte, wicked, I'll go do. Oh, it's Legends Oval. Damn it.
Right.
But no, you guys, you made it look so easy out here tonight. I reckon you're going to do the same at Charlotte. Before I let you go, though, Chad, and obviously we do see you Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays as well, so never short of any time on our screens. But before we let you go, man, friends, family, and sponsors, who do you need to give a shout out for?
Yeah, all of you guys that come out to race with these cars, it's a blast. Thank you again for the broadcast and for the league for putting it on.
Definitely, man. Definitely. We will see you Sunday night when we head over to the Motorway International late models and 360s. But until then, my friend, best of luck with every other race you've got going on, and we'll see you Sunday night.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bob. Good job,
Thank you.
Rick.
Yeah, thanks, Chad.
And that obviously segues nicely from our second place, Chad, beating it into our winner here tonight. No more appropriate nickname than Rick Shotgun Kelly. That restart, well, that start, sorry. You wasted a little time getting that car out into the lead. As I said to Chad there, it looked like you were going to settle in with Barney as your racing partner, which really isn't a bad choice of racing partner. It looked like it was a pretty good pushing and sort of running deal. Was Bristol always going to be a track, Rick, that you were going to come out and you expect yourself to qualify well at and have a decent starting position?
Well, in practice, I knew my speed was up there. I think I might have been third fastest. So I knew I'd qualify well. I sure in heck didn't expect to run as well as I did, and save the tires that I did. But I did end up saving quite a bit on the tires. I think Barney pushed me a little bit harder than I really wanted to go.
Yep.
But boy, I mean, he was fast. And every time I looked in the mirror, there he was. So it pushed me a little bit faster and faster. But I think we had a pretty decent pace going there for a while, and we separated from the rest of the field a little bit. But then it looked like Barney might have used his stuff up a little bit. And I think he may have got into the wall, and that might have what caused him to. I don't know. I don't think he crashed or anything,
Yep.
but I don't know if that hurt his car pretty bad that he had to go into the pit or something, because he was right there for most of the race with me.
Yeah, it was definitely and like as Chad said, expecting that more than one caution. I was sort of tracking the race via the track map, and I'd seen that that he dropped right down the field, and I thought, hang on, have I missed a yellow? Have I missed something? What's happened here? And no, I know that from my own personal experience here at Bristol. Once that front right starts to go, if you're riding that high line, especially into 3 and 4, I find that the walls in 3 and 4 just have magnets or something in them. They're very easy to get up into if you do enter high, and they're very hard to get back off without really killing a lot of speed. And then you've got a whole other issue of cars coming up on you a much quicker time frame and things like that. So yeah, it can be tricky, and working out that ideal line, I think, to sort of keep you fast and to keep the pressure off seemed to be not a super challenge, but definitely a little bit challenging for some people out there tonight. Now, I don't have a points situation on my screen. I'm not sure how the short circuit, short circuit. I keep calling you guys the short circuit because of the old movie. Senior circuit. There's no Johnny Fives out here on the track. Points wise, I feel like you're one of the guys in the last 6 or 7 races that I've spoken to a bit more frequently than some of the other guys. How confident are you feeling coming into Charlotte last race of the season?
Oh, I did just run a race, I think, in the trucks at Charlotte, and I did pretty good in that. I do think I won that. But the Cup cars are a different animal for sure. Um, I feel pretty good behind the wheel of these things, but I don't have a lot of confidence in myself because I really don't have a lot of time in these Cup cars. I really have not spent much time in them. I've not run many of the big tracks. Charlotte, I'll be honest, I've hardly ever run that track, so I probably ought to practice it a little bit this week and get so I am a little bit comfortable.
Definitely, definitely. Look, I don't think it's going to be a big help, but I feel like Charlotte is very similar to your to like the Texas track. Texas, Vegas.
Texas Motor Speedway, yeah,
Yeah,
Las
yeah.
Vegas, yeah,
Las Vegas. There's a couple of tracks that are sort of very similar in entry to one and two, three and four different. Yeah, that slight dog leg race up the middle there. So yeah, I feel like if you could sort of take what you know from those tracks and apply that to Charlotte, that'll sort of give you a leg up in that regard. But I find that it's for me personally, I'm a big fan of the high in, high out in one and two, and then just come in low and hug that line in three and four without trying to spin it out. But
right,
I've
right,
I had a little bit of success. I think Charlotte, both Charlotte and Dirt Track at Charlotte, I think they're the two tracks I've probably had enjoyed more personal success at. So I think that's why I sort of gravitate to those when I do see them on the schedule. But no, Charlotte, I love Charlotte. Charlotte's a fun track. It was a little bit daunting at a while for a while, but once I realised that holding your foot flat isn't going the fastest you can go, I
right.
was able to sort of learn that a bit better, and that backstretch. I don't think there's any more that could potentially be as hectic as the backstretch at Charlotte. Just it's interestingly fun, but no, looking forward to that. What other races have you got this week? Before we get to Wednesday night next week, any other leagues?
I think we got Tour Late Model race tomorrow night. Um, what time is that? It's 7 or 8:30. I can't remember. Um, oh wait a minute. Wait, what night is this? This is Wednesday night. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm losing track. Yeah, we got Tour Late Models tomorrow night. I don't know what track that's at. But it's definitely a short track, and
Oh,
and I
yep.
I do pretty good. I do pretty good in those cars. I'm pretty comfortable. When with any of the short track cars, anyways, mods and tour late models, super late models. Um, but I think that's going to be probably it for the week for me until Monday.
Till Monday. No, definitely, man. Look, well, best of luck with all of that. I hope you continue to enjoy the success that you so deserve. You're a great driver. Um, really get out there and put on a good show. Makes my job so easier. So it's easy to sort of um, to give you guys the props because you make the show so easy to broadcast. It's just literally sit back and in some instances my partner will come and go, "You're a bit quiet." And it's like, oh shit, I'm just enjoying the racing. I'm just loving what I'm seeing. It's like it can be quite an enjoyable spot. I feel like I've got the best seat in the house, so thank you. With that in mind, friends, family, sponsors, who do you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely gonna thank you for putting on the broadcast. You do a terrific job, and we enjoy watching the replays. I usually watch it at least a couple of times during the week.
Appreciate you.
But the guys that put the league on, hats off to them. It's a lot of time. If no
Mm,
one's ever put a race together, they really should go in and try and do it. It's time consuming, and these guys do it well. And they do it, out of the goodness of their hearts, and they enjoy racing, and it's great that they take the time to put the show on. And of course, I got to thank my wife for letting me do what I do, because without her, I wouldn't be able to do it. And thank my team, Chaos Motorsports.
Awesome, man. As I say, I hope you enjoy the success that you deserve. You guys have worked very hard, and I've been very fortunate that the leagues that I get to broadcast have some quality drivers such as yourself, because it's just, as I say, it's great for the broadcast, it's great for the other drivers. They learn a thing or two from some of the more skilled drivers. You learn something because you're helping others get better, and they're going to challenge you. So no, it's an awesome system, great platform, and I'm stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's definitely good entertainment for sure. iRacing, and it's a good stress reliever for a lot of people.
Definitely is, my man. All right, I'll let you go. You have bragging rights for one more week until we finish off the NASCAR Cup Series with the senior circuit at Charlotte with our final broadcast next week. So look forward to that race, man. And yeah, can't wait to talk to you again.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was Rick Shotgun Kelly. He was our winner here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. Chad Beesinger second, Craig Hawkins finishing third. Scott Whiteman and Wayne Bridges rounded out the fourth and fifth spots. And then Andrew Forrester, Christopher Standridge, Chris Johnson, Barney Sigmund, and Jim Tasman Wardlow rounded up the remainder of the field. All right, well that's it. We've got one race to go for the Senior Circuits NASCAR Cup Series. This has been an amazing 6 or 7 weeks. How many races did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 weeks. It's been an amazing 6 weeks. We've got a seventh week still to come. Yeah, apologies about the technical difficulties this morning, and only just getting live as they were going to the grid for the start of the feature. Know what the problem was there, and most certainly we'll hope that it won't happen again. All right, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching this episode of Bobith TV live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Love and appreciate you all. My name is Bob. Boy!